Hey everyone, so this is how I'm running a portfolio split test. Let me now show you what is inside this portfolio and how you can test your own portfolio strategy idea that you might be having. It's a great way to split test between your own personal account and what you wish you could do or what you would like to do or what you'd like to see, whether it would work better than what you're currently doing. So the first thing to do is to click on the Interactive Brokers link in the description below, here in the description of this YouTube video. Okay, you've clicked that link in the description of these videos and it's going to take you to this Interactive Brokers site. And what I want you to do is click on the free trial at the top here. And it's going to take you to this page here and you just want to start your free trial. Now, I don't think I'm going to go through exactly all the steps you need to do to set this up. You just got to follow the steps, put in your information. Yeah, follow it through until you're able to log in to the client workstation. When you get into the client workstation, it's going to look something like this here on the screen. Now, the tabs here along the top, you can sort of have a little look around what goes on in there. I'm just going to show you my positions and then the performance as a graph as well. So yeah, the positions that I did 3 years ago. Some of these I actually made a little earlier. For example, Kingsway Financial. I only made this, I think, 7 or 8 months ago. The rest, I think, I put in at the start 3 years ago. So Berkshire Hathaway 3 years ago, I was able to buy this for about 300 USD. It's over 500 now. 69% increase in that period. Constellation Software, able to get it a little under 2,000 Canadian. Wow, that was good buying. That's up 140%. They issued some warrants here, so ignore that. It's just free money, 300 Canadian. There were some warrants issued during that period. When they hit the expiry date, that'll just turn into cash. Judgement Scientific. Okay, one of the negative positions in the portfolio. There's actually only two negative positions in this portfolio, and they're both from the UK. So this one here, bought at about 9,000p. It's now 6,600p. It's down 27% or so. Still like Judgement Scientific as a business, going through some pretty significant issues with their exporting to the United States with all the tariffs and the university budgets over in America getting slashed and all sorts of things going on there. I think they're shorter term things. I'm going to give Judgement Scientific definitely the benefit of the doubt. They're an amazing company, have been for a long time, just going through some pain at the moment. Kingsway Financial, like I said, bought this not quite a year ago. It's gone from 8 to 14, so 69% increase there. Kelly Partners Group definitely bought this one back at the start 3 years ago. 446, it's over $10 now, so 138% increase. Livco up 70% since I bought it 3 years ago. Now Lumine, I've got actually this is a spin-off of Constellation Software, so I got 210 free Lumine Group shares. That's worth about 10,000 Canadian at the moment. That was a freebie from Constellation Software, so that Constellation Software 140%. You're really getting an extra from the warrants and Lumine Group as well. Yeah, you can add that on top, so you're probably well over 150% increase in Constellation Software. Markel Group, it's 56% up in that 3 years. Nelnet's up about 40%. Here's the other negative one, SDI Group. Now, in this 3 year period, we've had a change of CEO. I'm not actually that impressed with management at the moment. I'm not that impressed with how they've been managing things, and I'm not that confident in their future actually being a big compounder over a long period of time. So this is one that I might actually sell out, take that cash, and with I've actually got some cash available still here, 72,000. This cash numbers in Australian dollars, by the way. So 72 plus the 60. What's this? What market value at the moment? 68,000 Great British pence, pounds. Sorry. So we're talking 100k Aussie. I'll probably be putting that into things like Nelnet or something I'd like to add more to. I might even just spread that money amongst all of them and, yeah, not replace SDI Group. Technion, it's only up 6%, so essentially it's gone nowhere for the last 3 years. Still very well managed, going through their own little headwinds over there in Sweden. No issues there over the long term for me. Then you go to the big one, Terravest Industries. I'm glad I got this one in my personal portfolio as well.
Bought this here at 25 Canadian. It's now over 140, so we're up 474%. And how that shows, we had a big winner, a couple of small little losers, a couple of flat, but mostly performed pretty well, honestly. So if I look at how here's the graph here. Now that number there, it's almost 3 million. That's Australian dollars. So when I started, this was about 1.6 million Aussie. So that's about 1 million USD. And now it's essentially gone up double. So we started at the same as the S&P 500 over the 3 years. The S&P 500 currently is sitting at about, 70% up over the last 3 years, whereas this trial portfolio is up over a little over 100% in that period of time, which is a compound annual growth rate of about 22, 23% once you do the exchange rate calculations. Normally a double would be 26% over 3 years, but it's actually not quite as strong as that just because the exchange rate has influenced this a little bit. But yeah, that's a strong return, and compared to my own personal portfolio, where it's that 3 year period is only up about 15% compound annual growth rate per year. This one being closer to 23%. Yeah, this has performed significantly better than my own portfolio, which this is why I'm doing this, is to run these two strategies concurrently to see whether I should be going down the pathway of, is this the best companies don't worry about paying overs for some of them, like Constellation Software. I honestly thought paying 18.95 was probably overs at the time 3 years ago. I thought Judges was a little bit on the overs, and that's come back a little bit. So yeah, Lifco I thought was overs. What else did I think was overs? Probably just those couple there. The rest I thought were actually reasonable prices at the time, and I'm glad most of them are in my personal portfolio, but some of them are not. For example, Constellation Software, Lifco. What else is not in my personal portfolio? Judges. Yeah, those ones there. So interesting to see how this is performing and performing better, because I maybe need to reconsider this idea of just high quality at even a little bit above what I would consider fair prices. Maybe I'm just naturally too tight. Maybe I'm just naturally a bargain hunter and just don't like to pay good cheap prices for things. Maybe that's something that I need to, yeah, fight against a little bit. My personality there, where I just want to buy everything for cheap all the time. You probably find this similar in your own investing world. I don't know. Another company that I would put in the same bucket as this is Heiko. Heiko, I love that business. I think it's amazing. I think they've done an amazing job over a long period of time, and it's going to keep going for a long period of time. It's just too overvalued for me, but this would be a perfect one to put into this portfolio to essentially prove to myself whether I am thinking about this in the right way or not. Maybe I should just be paying up. Anyway, good for my brain, really good for me to track a different strategy here. This is how I do it. Interactive Brokers in the trial account. Definitely have a go yourself. It's in trial, a different strategy, something a little bit different to what you normally would do, and see how you go over the long period of time. This is 3 years now running. I'm excited to do this once a year. I have a little look to see how this has been performing and how this is going, and compare it to my own portfolio. Yeah, great split test.
I actually think this is a better portfolio, a safer portfolio than my own current portfolio, which, yeah. Anyway, so a strong performance. What I really am wanting to see, though, is how it performs when the market weakens or even crashes. That's what this is going to be for.